So the day has finally come where TEMPOROSS, the fishing skilling boss, is now in game. You can access it by going south of El Carid Bank and taking the boat to the new area, south of Anakros Temple or west of the ancient pyramid. To get started, you need to talk to Captain Pudi on the docks of the new city. Before you start the encounter, make sure to grab a couple of hammers, ropes, and empty buckets, and of course a harpoon to be able to fish while doing the actual kill. So the boss itself has two phases. Phase 1, you need to avoid all the attacks at best, and phase 2 is where you AFK fish and try to deplete it so the boss dies. You should do this in 2 or 3 cycles, depends on how many people do you have actually on the team, but when I did it, it actually died in second cycle, which was pretty nice. So during the phase 1, you can encounter a wave attack during which your screen basically turns blue, and you need a rope to tether yourself to a mast or a totem, whichever one is closer to you. Otherwise you will be swept away from your current position and you will lose some random fish and a tool. There is also a lightning attack where the black or dark clouds come close and they basically strike lightning to the ground, and you need to avoid those, otherwise you will get hit with lightning, and you will of course once again lose your tool and some of your fish. And finally there is a torrent attack with which cannons get stunned, so you can't shoot the TEMPOROSS temporarily, but it only takes like a couple of seconds, so you can just spam click the ammo box to continue shooting it, like literally after 2 or 3 seconds. So after first day and a couple of games, idea of the minigame is, or the boss is simple. You board the boat, you rush to fish the fish, then it's not yet known if it's worth to cook the food or not, so I guess it's up to you. Then you either cook the food or not, and then with all the food you have, you rush to the boat, you fill the ammo slot until you're out, and then repeat the cycle. Once the TEMPOROSS calms down, or whatever you want to call it, you go fish. So that actually includes, like, it's basically like volcano, then it gets hit for your damage, and you do that and repeat until the boss is actually done, and by avoiding the attacks that I previously mentioned. The attacks are really simple. You get loads of time before you see that attack is about to happen to tether yourself or to avoid the lightning, and you can't get hit for any damage, so it's extremely easy. I must say, however, after doing even more games and comparing the games where you only fish the fish and then you cook the fish too, I was getting more points where I was cooking the fish. So I don't know, maybe I just was getting lucky or something like that, but just wanted to point that out before we talk about the rewards. But anyways, now the rewards. You can get spirit flakes that allow you to catch an additional fish without XP with a 50% chance, which also stacks with Radha's blessing, which you get for completing the Cabos Diaries, of course. You can also get the fish barrel that allows you to store up to 28 raw fish inside, and it can also be combined with a fish sack from aerial fishing. You can also get tackle box that allows you to fill all your fishing equipment inside one box. You can take your angler's outfit to Jita Primes east of the dock who you had to talk before you started doing the boss, so she can upgrade it into a spirit angler's outfit for a price of spirit flakes, of course. You can also get a harpoon fish that can be mounted in your POH while doing the boss. Of course, this acts like all the big fish outside of the boss itself, because in game you can get the big tuna, not big tuna, big bass, big swordfish and big shark. And of course you can get a tome of water and soaked pages, basically like the tome of fire from the Wintertop, just the water version, I guess. And finally you can also get the TEMPOROSS pet, as well as use the spirit flakes to recolor your heron, of course if you actually own one. I will also put the link in the description to the update, so you can guys read about the rewards and everything else that happened today with the update in more detail. But other than that, first day experience, personally I like Wintertod, so I like this boss too, but I guess let me know in the comments what do you guys think about the boss. Let me know if this video helped you. in any way whatsoever, and other than that, enjoy doing all the fishing now, boys.